Welcome back, everybody. You know, we've been hearing about a lot of strange arrests lately, like the naked man who was accused of carjacking and causing a bunch of accidents in North Scottsdale. You might remember that one. Plus, you can't forget about the Florida guy who allegedly ate somebody's face. Now, police were suspecting bath salts and spice were involved in a number of these cases. So Dr. Ravi Chandiramani is here to talk to us about what these different kinds of new types of, are they considered drugs?
Designer drugs.
Designer drugs are affecting, and some of the symptoms people are going through.
Absolutely.
Morning.
Good morning. Pleasure.
Hey, appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
What is the deal with these?
So these are classified as designer drugs. They haven't been around very long in this country, although they have been in Europe for quite some time. They're very, very cheap, very accessible, contain some designer chemicals that you wouldn't find outside of these bath salts. And they're getting into the hands of our kids, adults as well. And as a result, we're seeing the ER visits and the poison control dashboards go crazy. So
What are bath salts? I mean, are we talking about the bath salts that you literally put in your bath and you have that kind of aroma, or is it a different kind of?
These are not your grandmother's bath salts. Yeah, these are not the kinds of bath salts that make your Sunday bath smell pretty. In fact, it's quite the opposite. They're sold under bath salts just so they can remain under the radar of the authorities. That allows them to kind of skirt the legal loopholes and stay on the shelves, despite what we're seeing now in the news, clearly some adverse side effects.
And speaking of the side effects, let's show the video of this first one we talked about of somebody literally eating the face off of somebody else. This happened in Florida, and they believe that bath salts were a part of this.
Yes.
What causes somebody to feel this way or feel the urge to do something like this or get naked, as we talk a little later?
Well, I mean, what we're finding is, what I'm certainly seeing clinically is that bath salts are a combination of, it seems like, cocaine, amphetamine, acid, or LSD, and ecstasy. So when you take those together, you're finding that people, are getting, their core body temperature is rising to the point where they're perspiring. They feel the need to take their clothes off. They're agitated, they're anxious, they're frankly quite psychotic, and they're prone to violence. They're very aggressive. They don't feel pain, as we've seen recently with the taser, with the taser incidences and people just not being able to be succumbed with the taser. So a lot of things that make for a very scary circumstance for law enforcement, and I would say the public in general. What we're really looking at is a public health crisis in the making.
Right. Do they even know that they're doing this?
At the time, they're so in their psychotic episode that you know, it would be difficult to determine whether or not they were conscious of their activities. The drug just has them so amped up, if you will.
So basically, the public warning out there to everybody is, if you do come across something like this, is not to try to approach this person like maybe you might have in the past and try to help that person, but simply avoid them and definitely call the police.
I would absolutely agree with that. Yes, it's best to, you know, keep your distance and alert law enforcement as soon as possible.
How long do you think something like this is going to last?
I think we're just seeing the beginnings.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of this throughout the country, unless we get really tough really quick.
Okay. Dr. Ravi, really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Letting everybody know out there. Yeah.